Hey folks, it's Dave here, and welcome to an edition of Dave's Classic Rewind. As tonight from Riverfront Stadium, we go back to 1978 as the Pittsburgh Pirates come to town to take on the Cincinnati Reds. Again, if you missed my video earlier, I talked a little bit about Dave's Classic Rewind, and just making sure that we sound all right. Okay, and we are online and running. I like to check that. So you can see I got my Dave's Classic Rewind logo right underneath me here as we play this game here. This is Out of the Park 20. Picked this up recently. I really like this. It's fun just for what I want to do with baseball. Okay, I just kind of sit back and let it play out, and I have a good time. Thanks to Al, Red Sox fan. Check his channel out. It's fantastic channel. He's got Al Red Sox fan, and he's the one that suggested I go and I download the parks because I was just using the generic parks in the game, and so in the workshop I managed to get the parks for the game, and yeah, they're fantastic. They took a while to download. There was a lot of megabytes there or gigabytes or whatever it was, but they automatically work. I didn't have to do a thing. So I get Riverfront Stadium here from 1978, and I didn't do anything but download it. So for me, that works, and it works really good. All right, so let's kick things off here on the mound tonight for the away team. That says Mets, doesn't it? That's not Mets. Oh, I don't know why that's Mets, but that's not Mets over here. It should be Cincinnati Reds. Here's the Reds. Oh wow, this is kind of messed up. I'm not sure what's going on here, but anyway, Tom Seaver will be pitching for the Reds, and it's Bert Blyleven for the Pittsburgh Pirates here. This is kind of messed up that they have the wrong hats on, but I'm just kind of playing this out, so hopefully it won't mess things up too much. All right, so here we go. Let's get this ball rolling here. Omar Moreno will lead things off for the Pirates here in the top of the first. And this one is flared out to the left side, coming in, and I don't know who got that, the shortstop. Oh, I see Rose makes the play for out number one. Looks like Rose called off Concepcion on the play. Pete Rose down there at third base. Concepcion at short. Joe Morgan at second. Dan Dreisen at first base. George Foster, Cesar Geronimo, and Ken Griffey Sr. out in the outfield. And behind the plate, Johnny Bench. What a lineup that is. I think everybody's in the Hall of Fame pretty much. Phil Garner coming up for the Pirates. Garner hits this one, a little looper, and that's going to drop into left field. And Garner will get a single. So 1 out, 1 away for the Pirates here in the first as that dropped in just in front of George Foster. I do like to look at this ballpark. Whoever designed this did a fantastic job with it, by the way. Now, this guy's got an Expos hat on. This is kind of messed up. I'm not sure what's going on here. Kind of weird. Maybe someone that knows a little bit more about this game could help me out, but anyway, here we go. So it is Dave Parker coming up for the Pirates. 1 on, 1 away. Phil Garner at first base. He's being held by Dan Dreisen. Seaver delivers. And Parker flares this one in the left field base hit. Garner's going to head to third, and he will get there sliding in. So the Pirates have runners at the corners here in the first, still with 1 away. So Parker with a double. Coming up now, Willie Stargell. It doesn't get any easier for Tom Seaver as he just faced Dave Parker. Now it's going to be Willie Stargell up. 2 on, 1 away here in the first for the Pirates. Seaver delivers this one. This one's going to be hit deep to center. That should get the run home. It's caught, and the tag is not going to be even thrown to the plate. And so it's going to be a sac fly for Stargell, and it's going to be 1-0 for the Pirates. See if we can take a look at that again. Get the replay that. Here we go. Yeah, here it was. Straight away center, about as straight as you can hit that. And that is caught. I think that's George Foster out there in center. And he caught that one. But it's going to be a sac fly. So the Pirates in 1978 go up 1-0 on a sac fly from Willie Stargell. Dave Parker at first base. Coming up now is the left fielder, Bill Robinson. 2 away now in the first. Robinson hits this one up the middle, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And not going to third on the play was Parker. He turned back. and he will get back there. Even though he got a little more speed on the unofficial turf, he backed off. So Parker now at second, Robinson at first, 2 on, 2 out for Ed Ott, the catcher. One of the shortest names in baseball. I remember that from This Week in Baseball. Ed Ott. 1-0 Pittsburgh already on the sac fly by Stodgel. The pitch, 2 outs. And smacks this one down to second. Morgan over to first, and that retires the side. The Pirates get a run, so they're on the board in the first. We go to the bottom of the first here, and Dave's Classic Rewind. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. Joe Morgan will lead things off here in the first for the Reds. Blyleven, as mentioned, is on the mound. Catching today will be Ed Ott. Willie Stodgel at first. Rennie Stennett at second base. Mario Mendoza, the shortstop. Phil Garner down at third. Bill Robinson, Omar Moreno, and Dave Parker are your outfielders. Good lineup here tonight. And yeah, Sportsman Z jumping in here tonight. He's been doing a lot of great baseball games. I'm enjoying watching your Strat Baseball on your channel, Sportsman Z. So go check out Sportsman Z. He's got some things going there. It's helping me learn the game. Every time you guys play a game and I watch it, it really helps me learn because I'm very new at the Strat Baseball, Strat everything actually. I'm enjoying it and I'm just still learning though. So yeah, so it's the bottom of the first now. So Morgan's going to lead things off for the Reds. Blyleven kicks and deals. Morgan looks at that one, and that's going to be called strike 3. So 1 away, and Dave Concepcion come up. Concepcion, he slaps this one down to second, scooped up, and easy throw, and is going to be 1 away. No problem for Stennett, the second baseman. So 2 away now, base is empty for Pete Rose. Rose coming up here. I still don't know why these guys have the wrong hats and stuff on, and they don't even look like people. So maybe someone can direct me in the right path how to fix that. But as long as they have the right hat on, that's all I'm at. I like to look at the logos. I don't know why this guy's got an Astros logo if it's Pete Rose, but such is the game. So Blyleven with nobody on and 2 outs, kicks and deals to Rose. Rose slaps this one back to the mound. Blyleven picks that up, fires the first. Stodgel with the play, and the Reds go down 1-2-3 at home. So we head to the second. 1-0 for the Pirates. It's going to be Rennie Stennett, the second baseman for Pittsburgh now. Seaver kicks and deals. Stennett swing and a miss, strike 3, and they'll throw that around the infield and blew that one by him. 1 away. Mario Mendoza. Is that the Mendoza line that Uncle Ron talked about? It might be. Seaver, the right-hander, kicks and delivers. Mendoza slaps this one down to first. And Dreisen, no problem with that, taking it all the way by himself in his 2-away. And I really like this ballpark. I love the old National League parks with the artificial turf and just a little bit of dirt on it. It was so 70s. It was so yucky. It was something awesome about it. It really was. Especially when they had the bullpens down in foul territory. That was even worse. It's like, there's no way I'd want to be in a bullpen down in foul territory. So Bert Blyleven, the pitcher, coming up with 2 outs. See if he can contribute to his own cause. He slaps this one down to Dreisen as well. A busy inning for Dreisen. Steps on the bag, and then ends that. So the Pirates go down in order, 1-2-3. Bottom of the second. 1-0 Pirates here in 1978 from Riverfront Stadium. Thanks to everybody tuning in tonight on, actually it would be my first official edition of Dave's Classic Rewind. Blyleven deals. This one's got to be popped up way in the air. That's a major league high fly. And strolling in and making the catch is Bill Robinson on the play. And down goes Johnny Bench. George Foster up now, the left fielder. They got the shift on for Foster. And he's going to hit this one to the left side. Picked up by the shortstop. Fires the Stodgel, and they get him. Nice job by Mendoza down there at short to make the play. So 2 out now for Ken Griffey Sr. He's playing in right field tonight. Blyleven kicks and deals. Griffey nubs this one back to the mound, and the fire over to first base, and that'll get him. So nothing doing. in the bottom of the second. So the Pirates come up. Omar Moreno, the leadoff hitter, will lead things off here in the third. Seaver deals. This one slapped down the short. Long throw, and he got him. Nice play by Concepcion down there, deep in the hole at short. And he finds that to Dan Dreesen for the out. So one away, Phil Garner coming up. Garner, swing and a missed. Strike three, and we got 2 outs here in the top of the third. Dave Parker up. He got on base early in this game. He is 1 for 1. And the pitch, strike three, struck out Parker this time. And so the Reds go down in order. We go to the bottom of the third. Cincinnati coming up. It's going to be Dreesen, Geronimo, and Seaver for the Big Red Machine here in 1978. Fly 11 deals and swing and a miss. And Dreesen goes down swinging. And that brings up Cesar Geronimo, the center fielder. Reds down by a run. And slaps this one down the third. Long throw, and he got him. Nice play there by Phil Garner down at third base to get Geronimo. So now it's the pitcher, Tom Seaver. Seaver's first plate appearance in this one. Fly 11, kicks and deals. Seaver slaps this one down to second. Easy play over there, and that'll end the inning. So the Reds go down in order one more time. We go to the top of the fourth. It's Pittsburgh 1, the Reds nothing. Willie Stargell coming to the plate. He has got that sacrifice hit. He's got the only RBI of the game on that long fly ball to center field that scored a run. I think it was Garner that scored, actually. So Stargell, he takes that one, and that'll be called strike three. And he doesn't like it, and he walks back to the dugout really slow as he looks back at the ump on that call, third strike. So there we go. Bill Robinson, the left fielder now for the Pirates. He comes up. And swing and a miss. That's 2 strikeouts in a row for Seaver here. And the Pirates are in some trouble here. It's going to be Ed Ott, the catcher, right now. See what he can do against Seaver with 2 outs. Tom Seaver fires this one inside. Number down the third. Rose with a terrific play. Oh, to first. And Dreisen couldn't handle that one. Oh, boy, that was a terrific play by Pete Rose down to third base. The throw over to Dreisen, he could not handle it. So Ott is on base, and that will be an error on the first baseman. So Rennie Stennett coming up. He's got Ott on first base here. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Looking for more runs. And he smacks this one down to short. Concepcion had to go by him. Oh, boy. Dave Concepcion was there, looked to make the play, but it bounced up the middle. He didn't get it. No error on the play. They're going to give him a hit. And so now with 2 outs, the Pirates got something cooking here in the top of the fourth. Mario Mendoza at the plate now. He is 0 for 1 in this. Seaver kicks and delivers, and it's slapped up the middle. Base hit. This might score a run. That's way back there. And, I thought it was a ground ball. That was a high fly. My bad. I thought that hit the ground. But the animations fooled me on that one. That was a high fly ball. And that's a catch in deep center field, and that ends the inning. I thought that was a ground ball. I thought that the shadow was really low on that. I don't know if I can watch that again. That really fooled me. Oh, see, now it looks a little different. Before it looked like it was on the ground. Oh, maybe it's just my old eyes. That could be it, too. All right, bottom of the fourth here. Hope everybody's enjoying the game between the 78 Pirates and the 78 Reds, as we just picked a random game back in 1978. And enjoying seeing some of the names here, Rose and Seaver and Parker and Willie Stargell and all these guys. This is when I followed baseball. It's a good time here. Really enjoying the watching the players and the names of the guys tonight. That's all I wanted to do. So Bly 11, he's had 3 scoreless innings, no hits so far, and it's Joe Morgan up for the Reds. Hit down to second base, and oh, he boots it. Stennett had it and booted. Excuse me. And Morgan will get to first base and an error by the second baseman, Stennett. So Dave Concepcion comes out with a man on, nobody out. Good chance for the Reds to get something cooking here. And the pitch slapped down to second. This could be two. Stennett makes the play this time, and that's an easy two. So it's a redeemer for the second baseman, Rennie Stennett. Let's take a look at that one more time. As Concepcion hit this high. That was a one-hopper right to second base, and they made no mistake about that. Quickly turning two. So now it's going to be up to Pete Rose for the Reds as he tries to get something going here. And Rose is going to hit this one high into left field. And making the catch and ending the inning is the left fielder, Robinson. So they get out of the jam, in on first, and double play erases that. So nobody comes across. Still no hits for the Reds in this one. As we go to the fifth, 1-0 Pittsburgh. Tom Seaver will face the pitcher, Bert Blyleven. Blyleven slaps this one down to second. Scooped up by Morgan over to Dreisen, and that's going to be one away. And by the way, I'm just letting the computer handle everything. I'm just kind of calling the game, just kind of enjoying it. Just sitting back enjoying this one. Hope everybody's having a good time. And Al, Red Sox fan, Al, I took your advice and I downloaded the ballparks, and this looks beautiful. This is Riverfront Stadium from 1978. They did a good job of this, and I think it really enhances the broadcast, so I appreciate you giving me that heads up. So Tom Seaver pitching now to Omar Moreno. Here we go. And swing and a miss. He goes down swinging, and we got a pair of outs here. In the top of the fifth, Phil Garner, the third baseman, coming up. He faces Seaver. Seaver delivers. Slap this one. This one's hit kind of deep out towards center. Going back, and Foster will make the catch in deep center, and that will retire the side. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Geronimo. Cesar Geronimo in center, going back to make that catch. So Johnny Bench, the catcher, comes up for the Reds, who are still looking for their first hit off of Bert Blyleven here in the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, I did find the stadiums, and they just kind of pop in automatically. The only problem I'm having with tonight is the players at the bottom. If you see the players at the bottom, the pitcher and the batter, sometimes they have different team uniforms on. It's really weird. I don't know if it's a past team or a new team, but these players are coming up, and obviously they don't look like they're themselves, which is fine, but I'd like to see the same hat. I don't want to see an Astros hat or an Expos hat, so I don't know how to fix that, but anyway. So here we go, Blyleven to Bench. Bench slaps this one down to first, gathered in nicely, and Stodgel takes that one unassisted, so one away. George Foster coming up now. Foster, the left fielder. And slaps this one in. Base hit, so the Reds get their first hit here. And that comes in the bottom of the fifth with one away. So they have a man on, and Ken Griffey Sr. coming up. And, yeah, you definitely want to check out Sportsman Z's channel, Al Red Sox Fans channel. They both got some great baseball projects going on right now. I'm trying to follow them and learn the game myself. I'm still learning Strat. I got a couple of seasons. I picked it up on the sale, and so I'm learning how to play that, and watching their videos is very, very helpful. And hopefully I'll be able to get a Dave's Classic Rewind going with some Strat up in Studio C sooner than later. As a historical face gen, I might have to check that out. Thanks. So Ken Griffey Sr. with one on and one out. Griffey slaps this one back to the mound. This could be two to first, and no throw. Actually, throw the second no throw back to first, and so we'll get two outs. Going to get the sure out down at second, and now it's going to be the first baseman, Dreisen. Griffey at first on the field. Griffey takes off to throw down to second, and he's in there. He is in there with a stolen base, so the tying run is now at second base with two outs. So Dreisen can get one into the outfield. This game might be tied. And the pitch, Bryson slaps this one into left field. If it drops, it's going to score a run. It does. Coming around, here comes the throw to the plate. Oh, and they got him. Oh, no, he did not get the jump off of second base that I thought. It was a nice, clean hop to the left fielder, and he threw him out. Wow, George Foster taking that bounce and gunning him down. Let's take a look at this one more time. They decided to send Griffey. Now, he takes the turn here. I think he's got it, and right there looks like he got hung up on the base. He took a wide turn, and there was just no play at the plate whatsoever. He was out by a mile, as they say. So the Reds get a couple of hits, but they can't get the run home. As it was the arm of, oh wait, I messed that up. It was the arm of Robinson. I'm sorry, Foster plays for the Reds. It was the arm of Robinson gunning him down. So, yeah, that's how it went. My bad. I'm still learning the plays. It's been a while since I did the baseball thing. Seaver is still on the mound here in the 6th inning. How many pitches has he thrown? He's thrown 78 pitches, and he's given up 2 hits. And at the top of 6, he's given up 2 hits to the Reds. So, oh man, I might have messed that all up. I might have messed these names all up. But anyway, so it's top of the 4th now. Pirates batting. It's going to be Dave Parker, the right fielder, facing Seaver. Still trying to get my baseball down. Infield hit up in the air. Infield fly, I should say. Taken by Rose. I think that was one away. I like the OOTP, but I like just doing this. I can't really manage or anything. I tried one time, and I just get destroyed. Whether it's hockey or baseball, I just don't know how to do these games, so I just sit back. I just sit back and play like this, and I have my fun. For $10, I had a lot of fun. Willie Stargell. He's driven in a run in this game and takes strike 3 at the knees. Oh, he's not happy with that, and so we got 2 outs. Yeah, the animation does weird things. I try to watch it because the play-by-play goes so fast that I can't watch it. You know, I don't know if I could do options, play-by-play. Maybe if I went short, maybe that would help. All right, let's see if the short play-by-play helps. Here we go. So Seaver now pitching to Robinson. Robinson slaps this one right down the row, scoops it up to first, and this time Bryson makes no mistake about it. And that retires the side. And PJ jumps in. I start too late. Is it? Oh, yeah, it was 9:30 when I started. I didn't realize the time. I was supposed to work tonight. They canceled work because of the snow. So I should be at the rink right now. So instead of going to the rink, I decided to play some baseball tonight. And PJ just did a really good hockey blast video. I was watching some of that. You know, I ordered it, and I'm going to get it. I'm still 50-50 on that game. There's times I watch videos, and I really like the game. There's times I watch videos, and I say I don't think I'm going to like it. But I ordered it. I got one season coming, and we'll see. You can have batters have a brawl. Yeah, there's probably all kinds of weird things you can do. Or that happen, I would imagine. So Blyleven still on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates here in the bottom of the 6th. Blyleven has thrown only 58 pitches in this one. He's given up 2 hits, and he's held the Reds to no runs, so that's pretty good. So Cesar Geronimo, the center fielder, up right now for the Reds, as the home team's looking for their first run. Geronimo slaps this one deep. Right field going back. See you later. They got their first run. It's a solo home run for Geronimo as he leads off the bottom of the 6th, and he ties it up with one swing of the bat. 1-1. And yeah, I heard it was an awesome ending that didn't get recorded. That's too bad. So let me see. Let's go to the replay. Let's see that again. He just smacked that one right over the right field wall and right center. And this game is tied. So Blyleven now gives up a hit, gives up a run. So with nobody out, the pitcher Tom Seaver is coming up to bat. Seaver Smacks this one up the middle. Tom Seaver, the pitcher. Tom Sawyer getting on first base as he helps his own cause out. And with nobody out, I'll run in, and the leadoff man coming up, it's Joe Morgan. Wow, so good things happening here for the Reds back in 1978. Thanks for everybody to coming to Riverfront Stadium tonight for Dave's Classic Rewind. Fly 11 deals, slaps this one right down to first base, and getting back in time is Seaver. As Willie Stodgel leapt and make that catch. He was trying to tag out the runner, but Seaver got back. So there's one away now. Dave Concepcion, he's coming up. Concepcion hits this one up the middle. And Seaver, I would imagine, would hold. No, they're going to send him. They sent the pitcher to third base, and he slides in safe. Tom Seaver, the aggressive base runner. He looked like Pete Rose out there going from second to third base. Oh, there's Charlie Hustle, then there's Tommy Hustle. And Seaver's at third with one away on the Concepcion single. And the Reds have some things cooking at home here in the bottom of the sixth. Bly11 is now facing said Pete Rose. The pitch, Rose slapped this one right down to first base. The only play is to first, and the run will score. And what? There's some confusion right now. There's some confusion. It's an infield hit. I'm not sure what happened. He hit it down to first base. They were standing there. And wow, that was. Let's take a look at that again. He hits it down to first base. The first baseman gets it. Flips it to the pitcher a little late, so maybe that was just a delayed action on the animation is what happened there. So however you slice it, Seaver scores on that infield hit. Let me take a look. Let me see what that was. So this was, let me see, a infield hit. So it's going to be called an infield hit for Pete Rose. And so Rose is on first, Concepcion at second base, and now it's 2-1 as the pitcher comes home. That was a crazy sequence right there. It always is with Pete Rose, isn't it? Johnny Bench coming up now with one away and two runners on, and Bly11 in a bit of trouble here in the bottom of the sixth. It's this one down to third, looking for two, to second for one, and that's all they're going to get. So the runner's at the corners now with two away, and it's George Foster coming up. Foster in this one here is 1 for 2, and he's got a Houston hat on. Why has he got a Houston hat on? I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Bly11 deals to Foster. 2 on, 2 out. Foster hits this one high in the air, straight away center field, and coming in to make the play is the center fielder who was Moreno. So Moreno makes the catch out there in center to finally retire the side, but the Reds scratch across. A couple of runs here, and they now take the lead 2-1 as we go to the top of the seventh. Seaver still on the mound, and he'll be facing the catcher, Ed Ott. Ott is 0 for 2 today. Fly out and a fly ball. And now he hits this one straight up in the air. It's going to be another fly out to center. And there's one away. Rennie Stennett now, the second baseman, comes up with 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and he goes down swinging. I think I got to change that. I think I'm seeing the play-by-play immediately. Yeah, very fast. Let's go to very fast. How about that? So I think I'm seeing it come up a little too quick. So Mendoza coming up with 2 outs now. And the pitch slaps this one down to third. Rose quickly over to first. Dyson with the catch, and that does it. So after 7, 6.5, I should say, the 7th inning stretches here. It's 2-1 home team. The Reds are up 2-1. Ken Griffey coming up against Bly11, and Griffey is 0 for 2 in this one. Yeah, yeah. Ed Ott, shortest name in the business. I remember watching This Week in Baseball, and they were talking about he's got the shortest name ever in baseball. At least at that point it was. And struck him out. Blyleven sends him down swinging. And here was Griffey going down swinging, and now it's Dreisen. Dreisen coming up for the Reds. One away. Dreisen slaps this one. That's going to drop in front. I think that's Robinson out there, and that's going to be a base hit for the Reds. So Dreisen on first base, and it's going to be Cesar Geronimo coming up. Reds leading this one 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Dick Nen gave him a run for the money in the shortness. Yeah, I guess he would. Yep. And swing and a miss. The hit and run was on. Throw down the second. And did they get him? Yes, they did. So it looks like that was a double play. Caught stealing, and the batter strikes out. So it's a double play to end the inning. So let's go to the top of the 8th. Seaver still on the mound in this one, as the Reds lead this one 2-1. It's Dreesen? Okay, thanks. I wasn't sure if it was Dreisen or Dreesen. So we'll go with Dreesen. Seaver still pitching in this one. John Milner coming up. He's going to pinch hit, so Blyleven is done for the game. The pinch hitter looks at the pitch, and he slaps this one. Line drive right at the shortstop. Easy play for Concepcion. And there's one away. I think the other night a pitch hitter came in and hit a home run the other night on this channel. I think that's what it was. That was kind of fun. So now, new pitcher coming in. Doug Bear is coming in to pitch for the Reds in this game in the 8th. We got one down in the 8th, and he's coming in to relieve Tom Seaver. Omar Moreno up the plate. He's 0 for 3. And he'll get the first base on balls. And so the tying runs at first base right now for the Pirates. Phil Garner, third baseman, coming up as Doug Bear walked his first batter he saw. And the pitch slapped down for 1, and that's all they're going to get on the fielder's choice. He took over for Tony Perez, who went to the Expos and then to the Sox. Yeah, Perez is actually playing on one of my Red Sox teams that I got, one of my seasons that I had. Actually, he's doing pretty well. So we got 2 outs and a man on first, and it's going to be Dave Parker right now. Parker's got 1 hit in this game. He's going to need another one if they're going to tie this one up. Lewis Parker slaps it down deep in the hole. Concepcion goes to second for the easy out, and that will retire the Pirates in the top of the 8th. So it's the bottom of the 8th. Still 2-1 Reds. Grant Jackson is on the mound as he comes in to take over for the Pirates. And he'll be pitching against Mike Lum, who's going to be hitting in the pitcher spot right now until we sort out who the pitcher is. So Jackson delivers. Slapped all the way to right field. This has got some legs, going back and looking up, and it's gone. It's a pinch hit home run for Mike Lum. Mike Lum comes in the pinch hit in the pitcher's spot, and he puts one into right field. It's a solo blast. And the Reds now go up 3-1. Holy smoke, it's another pinch hit rocket here on Dave's Classic Rewind. Let's take a look at that again if we can. Here's the replay. Here's the pitch, and the lefty just got enough of that one. He hit that high. That was not a line drive by any means. That was a fly ball that just managed to get over the fence. And the Reds now lead 3-1. Jackson still on the mound here. He's facing Joe Morgan. Morgan slaps this one down the short. Easy play. And we got 1 out. Nice play by Mendoza at shortstop to scoop that one up. As Clinton Parks arrives here at Riverfront Stadium, here in the bottom of the 8th, as we have the 78 Pirates taking on the 78 Reds. Thanks, everybody, coming in tonight and checking out this game here. Just Dave's Classic Rewind tonight. Just having some fun playing some old games. As I have a night off. It was so snowy out, they canceled the hockey games tonight, so I didn't have to go to work tonight. So Grant Jackson now facing Dave Concepcion with 1 away. Concepcion rockets this one down into left. That's going to be a fair ball. He's going to come around first. He should get into second with an easy double. He slides in anyway, and yeah, that's going to be a double for Concepcion here, as Bill Robinson had to chase that one down in the corner. So Jackson's giving up a home run and a double here in relief for the Pirates. And so coming up now is Pete Rose, and he'll hit from as a right-handed batter in this one. It doesn't get any easier for Grant Jackson. So with one away, Concepcion at second. The Reds already got a run in this game on a solo home run from Lum, the pinch hitter. And if things keep going well, Lum might get the hit again in this inning. So let's see what happens. And Barbara's in the chat room here. Barbara, thanks for coming to Cincinnati here. It's a little warmer than it probably is at your house right now, as we got some Pittsburgh Pirates taking on Cincinnati Reds. Just having some fun tonight here on a cold night with no work. I keep saying it, that the snow forced work to be canceled. Well, I should say the cement. If anybody get that snow, it was cement. It was so slushy the snowblower wouldn't move it. I had to move it by hand. Here comes the pitch. Rose slaps this one into the gap. That's going to score another run. Concepcion comes around easily to score. Rose going into second. He's digging. He might try for three. Here's that pitcher we see Pete Rose all the time, diving headfirst into third base, and Rose with a triple. Holy cow, folks. I tell you, that is just your classic Pete Rose right there. That's what I remember out of Pete Rose, is him chugging around second, and then that head-first dive in midair. It looked like he was coming off a diving board. You can see Rose giving it all he's got. Charlie Hustle coming around and then diving right into third base safely. So, yeah, that was fun. This is fun. This is a good time tonight. I'm glad I picked these two teams. Getting to see Rose and Concepcion and guys like that. Dave Parker, Stargell, bench. Good times tonight. And it's 14 degrees and a ton of ice. Oh boy, yeah, it is. It was 32 and dropping. I don't know what the temperature is outside right now, but it was dropping pretty quickly tonight, so I'm glad I didn't have to drive. So there's still only one away here in the bottom of the eighth. Rose is at third right now. Johnny Bench up 2 runs in on the inning, as the Reds look to put away the Pirates here in the bottom of the eighth. Jackson's still on the mound. Jackson has not been doing well at all in this game. 3 hits, 2 earned runs, in a .1 innings pitch, or a third of an inning. And Jackson now is going to deal to Johnny Bench. He's going to whack this one down to third base. And what happened? That's going to be a single. They're going to call it safe down at third base. Snagging that down there was Garner, but he had no play, so it's going to be an RBI for Bench. And Rose will score from third. Garner made a nice play to snag that, but he could not get the ball out of his glove. Let's take a look at that replay one more time. Rose was off on the bat. He was not wasting any time, and Garner couldn't get that away. So that's going to be another infield hit for the Reds in this game. And it's 5-1, 3 runs here in the bottom of the eighth. And George Foster coming up. And I was kind of half kidding about Lum hitting again, who's got that leadoff home run in the inning, but, you know, a couple more batters on base, and he'll be back up to the plate. George Foster now is Bruce Kissin coming in right now. Kissin comes in to replace the other guy who was absolutely terrible for the Pirates. He gave up 3 runs in this inning. What program do I use to make these live videos? I use this program called Screen Recorder 4. Is what I use. I think it's like a $40 program. I think it's by a company called Cyberlink, but it's Screen Recorder 4. Look it up. It's not that expensive. It is limited, though. I mean, you can capture your whole screen, which is great, but like right now, I can't see myself on camera. All I can see is the screen. So it's a little funky, but once you get used to it, you can move the camera around and move your logos around and set it up and broadcast the entire screen, which is what I like to do. Sometimes it'd be nice if it would just capture the game, but it doesn't. You got to broadcast the whole screen. But you can go to YouTube, you can go to Twitch, you can go to Facebook with this. So you can do all kinds of things. I think you can even record if you want. It's not a top-of-the-line program, but it seems to work pretty well for me most of the time. So for $40, I've had this for about a year or so, and it's Screen Recorder 4 is what I use. And so let's see who's up now. George Foster, the left field, is up. Still just 1 away in this inning that just won't end. This is like the last 2 minutes of a basketball game here. And the pitch, Foster's going to pop this one up. This should be out number 2. And it is. Coming in is the second baseman, Stennett, to make the catch. So Kissing comes in, and Bruce gets the first batter down. So now there's 2 out. So Ken Griffey Sr. now comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 in this one. OBS is free. I hear that someone walked me through that, and when I got done, I was like, if I would have it a broadcast, you'd have to walk me through it again. It was just too much for me. So I'd have to spend time with it, and it's just sometimes I just don't want to spend time. This software I got, it just goes. It's pretty easy. So Griffey Sr. now against Kissin, and smacks it down to second, and the easy play to first will end the inning. So the Reds pick up 3 in the bottom of the 8th to add to their 2 they got in the 6th. And this one is 5-1 going to the 9th. So the Pirates that got that 1 run early in the first, and they haven't got any across. The Reds now with 11 hits. I think Blyleven held them to 1 or 2, and they now have 11 hits in this game. And yeah, OBS something broadcasting studio is what it's called. And yeah, it's not impossible to use. And it is free, but it does require a little bit of setup and a little bit of time. There's things you can do with it. There's also XSplit. A lot of people like to use XSplit. Some people use StreamYard, although that's probably not the best one for something like this. But anyway, okay, it's the 9th inning, and it's 5-1 Reds here at Riverfront Stadium. The crowd's on their feet as they get Doug Bear, the pitcher, trying to close things out here in the 9th. Willie Stodgel comes up, the left-handed batter. Stodgel, he's 0 for 2 in this one with a sac fly in the first. That was the only run of the game for the Bucks. And he slaps this one into center field. So the leadoff runner is on for the Pirates. So, yeah, P-Jet screaming there from behind home plate. The Buccos need a rally, and I guess that's the first way to get it done is to get that leadoff man on. As he got this one, flared that one up over Concepcion into center field. So Bear still on the mound. He'll be facing Bill Robinson right now, the left fielder. Robinson, he's got 1 hit in this game, so he's 1 for 3. Robinson looks, ball 4. Oh, boy. So Bear gives up a hit and then a walk. And so now we got 2 on and nobody out. And Ed Ott coming up. Yeah, StreamYard is not, it works. It's just not ideal. It's not quite as clear as some of the stuff of the OBS or the screen recorder 4. So Bear now in a little bit of trouble. 2 on, nobody out. Ed Ott coming up for the Pirates. And Ott's going to slap this one. A little flare down into right field, but the first baseman, Dreisen, going back and making the catch at the edge of the infield for 1 away. A little further, that might have dropped in, but it did not. So Stennett now coming up for Dreesen. I'm sorry, Dreesen. Dreesen made the catch. Dreesen. Dreesen. And so 1 away. So there's only 2 more outs to go, and all the Toucans can start celebrating here at Riverfront Stadium. Just bring in your barrels. It's windy out. Bill Bonham's coming in. He's going to see if he can drum up. Bonham. Drum up some outs here in the inning. Sorry, Ken. Bad pun. Ken just got out of Riverfront Stadium. The first thing he hears is a bad pun. So Bill Bonham on the mound, facing Rennie Stennett here with 1 out. Double play ends the game. The Reds pitcher delivers. Smacked, and that's flare into shallow center, and Concepcion running it down and will make the play, and is 2 out. So there's only 1 out left here at Riverfront. 5-1 to score. 2 runners on base. Mario Mendoza, the shortstop, trying to keep things rolling here. Here we go. Bonham, the pitch. And a little nubber back to the mound, and that should do it. Fires to first base, and that's it. And Cincinnati wins the 1-game World Series, and they come out to celebrate. Because every time you do an exhibition game, it's a World Series. So, yeah, it's all right. We have a good time. So, yeah, so that'll be the final score here You got a pinch hit from Mendoza. I'm just letting the computer run it. Although I probably could if I really wanted to force something, I might be able to. But anyway, so the final score here at Riverfront is the Reds coming back to win this one 5-1. 11 hits for the Reds. A lot of the damage coming in the sixth and also in the eighth. They hit, I think it was Blair, the pitcher Bear. They hit him up pretty good in the sixth inning. Maybe take a look at the game log or the scoring. How can you check the scoring? Box score, game log. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys with that, but I was kind of hoping they would just show the scoring. But anyway, so that'll do it here from Riverfront Stadium. We wrap things up at just about 10:11 p.m. on a cold Monday night. So with no work tonight. Oh, box score. Okay, box score. I was kind of hoping. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Wait. How can I find the score? I just want to see. Let me see. I don't know what this is here. I wanted to see scoring. I'm not seeing the scoring part of it. I just wanted to talk about how the runs come in. Oh, sack fly Stodgel. Okay, batting. Yeah, I guess I'll have to look at that later. I like looking at the field, so I'll have to figure out that later there so I can talk about the runs coming in. That's one of the things this game doesn't do too well is make it easy to talk about the stuff. You got to go hunting for it. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in to Dave's Classic Rewind. I hope you enjoyed this one-off game between the 78 Pirates and the 78 Cincinnati Reds. I had fun broadcasting this game as we continue to do fun little things here on the channel. Thanks to everybody that came in tonight. Al, Red Sox fan. Barbara Z. Let's see. P-Jet was in here for a while. Kenny Castro stopped by to say hi. Hope Kenny Castro's feeling better. He was down under the weather for a while. Let's see. We also had Sportsman Z was in here earlier as well. He's got a really fun channel. I've been following some of his baseball games. And anybody else that wasn't in the chat room, thanks for stopping by. It was fun. I had the night off, so I figured I'd get in a little baseball tonight. And hopefully I'll be setting up Studio C to do some cards and dice because I got a ton of cards coming in, and I already have a ton more as I build up my Strat collection. I'm enjoying that. So, yeah, Sportsman Z was in here enjoying his videos as well. So, anyway, so this is Dave here wrapping things up from Studio B at Riverfront Stadium as we had the 1978 Cincinnati Reds defeating the 1978 Pittsburgh Pirates 5-1. So once again, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun doing this here on the channel, and thanks for coming in and chatting in the chat room. And everybody have a good night and stay warm. It is cold out if you're on the East Coast, and it is icy, so take care. Make some hot chocolate tonight. And go to some of these channels on YouTube and see if who's streaming tonight, or go back and watch some of the other ball games because it's really, really good fun here watching some of the community guys on YouTube. I'm Dave from Studio B. Bye-bye.